Hey guys, Craig from Goodland here. I'm going to show you a few things in this video. One is going to be how to light the fire in your wood burning hot tub. Two is going to be a couple tricks to heat it up even quicker. And number three, I'll show you how the wood burning hot tub even works. Let's check it out. Alright guys, first things first is we need to have some firewood for the wood burning hot tub. So grab yourself some dry firewood logs. These are too big of a diameter to burn. So especially to start the fire, we're gonna have to chop this into some small diameter kindling. All right, to start your fire, you're gonna need a small handful of dry paper and a small handful of dry kindling, about the size of a pencil or a marker. In the bottom of the stove box here, I'm going to arrange the bundle of paper and a handful of kindling. Just crisscross in there, make sure there's lots of room for air to get around. All right, next up, you're gonna take a standard lighter and light it. Once you get that little stack of kindling going, then you can move up to some larger kindling, maybe the size of a thumb or a little bit bigger than that. Once your kindling fire is going, to bring the tub up to temperature, you're gonna use larger diameter logs that are 1 inch to 4 inch diameter. Anything larger than this diameter is going to draw all the energy out of the fire instead of transferring the energy into the water. Arrange it in such a way so that lots of air can get around each log, and fill it all the way up to the top and put the lid on. When you put the lid on and you've got a fire going, you want to make sure that there's air going into the bottom of the fire. So when you put the lid on, this is the air intake. That's going to draw air all the way into the bottom of the fire. When you're operating the wood burning hot tub, you should have almost no smoke coming out of the chimney. So if you have smoke like this, it means that you're not allowing enough air into the firebox. So all you do is just slide open the lid and allow a little more air in there. And this is what it should look like when it has enough air. All right, let me show you a few ways that we can speed up that heat up time. First trick is gonna be air management, all right? You wanna make sure that your fire gets lots of air because it burns as much air as it does wood. So you never wanna suffocate the fire. The hot water rises to the top, so make sure you stir often. If you really wanna make it happen quick, you can remove this seat back. This allows the hot water to circulate a little bit easier without getting absorbed into the seat back. The last trick to getting it to heat up super fast is you can float some rigid insulation on top of the water while you heat it up, and of course roll your cover back on. If you follow all those steps, you should be able to heat the Goodland wood burning hot tub up in an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on your local conditions. If this is your first time, maybe allow 2.5 to 3.5 hours to heat it up. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but that's all part of the fun. All right, let me show you how the wood burning hot tub works. Here we have an internal wood burning stove, and these two heat exchanger pipes transfer cold water over top of the fire, heating it by conduction. A submersible wood burning stove is a lot safer than an external wood burning stove because all the fire is contained inside of a box here. The wood burning stove does get hot, so we've built in a couple of safety features, and one of them is the chimney guard. There's a heat shield around the chimney that gets a little bit hot, but you can't burn yourself. Another safety feature that we've got at Goodland is a 2-layer stove lid. This allows the air pocket in the middle to just absorb some of the heat from the stove lid. Another safety feature is this backrest here, but it also acts as a guard between the internal wood burning stove. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video with us today. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to see more. And if you have any specific questions, drop them in the comments below.